Hi there, thanks for joining me again. My name is Matt, and I have no idea what I'm doing. So today I thought I'd revisit the whole coffee thing. Went to Bones Coffee Company and ordered another sample 5-pack. They are 4 ounces, medium roasts. They are basically roasted and blended that day that you order them, and then they send it. So they basically arrive as fresh as they possibly can make it. So from this direction over here, I'm going to go over the flavors that we're going to take a look at today. This is Shark Bite. It is supposed to be a spiced buttered rum, and I'm very excited for this one because I love buttered rum. So hopefully it lives up to what I have in my head, which that would be nice. French toast is labeled as buttery toast. So that should be interesting. It's either going to taste like French toast or, as the description says, just buttered toast. We'll see. Middle one here is Irish cream. Basically, it's an Irish cream flavored coffee. Mustachio is a pistachio flavored coffee. This was my wild card. Much like the chocolate orange one last review was the one that I thought was going to be the weirdest. And the key lime one, actually the key lime one was supposed to be the weirdest as well. Both of those were weird, but they were wonderful. This one should be very interesting to see how the flavor comes through pistachio wise. And then the last one here is Salty Siren. It's a sea salted caramel mocha. That's kind of my let's get back to basics one, because they're all kind of different in their own way. Buttery toast, definitely weird. Pistachio, definitely weird. Not something you really expect in a coffee. But sea salt, caramel, mocha, those are all things that you can buy at Starbucks. Now, none of these are sweetened in any way. They are all just roasted coffee. They're roasted in a specific way to introduce the flavors that they are advertising on the package. And like I said, they are done in small batches. They're done when you want them. When you order them, they are done, and then they are shipped immediately. So at least that's what it says on the website, and I have no reason to not believe that that's how it goes. So especially with how wonderful the last sample 5-pack I bought from Bones Coffee Company was. So let's get started. We'll start with the Shark Bite and move on from there. So before we get started, the first video is going to be a little longer. What I'm going to do is I'm going to break them up into 5 separate videos. Because the last video I did was about 40 minutes long, and that's excessive for people's attention spans. I mean, 10 minutes, maybe you can do 7 minutes, that's easy. 40 minutes to sit down and watch a video, a lot of people don't have that kind of time. So I'm going to try to break it up and make it a little bit easier for everybody to digest. Now, before we get started, I want to show you the process of the AeroPress that I use, the coffee press that I use to make a good cup of coffee. Now, a lot of people are daunted by this kind of thing, even though it's a single serve. Some people get kind of put off by it because they're used to Keurigs, they're used to drip coffee, they're used to filtered coffee in the big pots, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. They're all good in their own way. They're easy, they're quick, or they sit there and they can sit there for a little while. But if you just want a single good cup of coffee, this is another way of making coffee. It's not necessarily better. Some people will say it's better. It's not necessarily better. Better is whatever you prefer and you like. Unless you want to take someone else's advice to heart, whatever you do is fine. But this is what I do. So there is a little paper filter that we stick into the little cheese grater down here. That's what's going to hold our coffee in place and allow our water to pass through This is what holds the coffee and the water. So that basically just kind of fits in here, and then you twist it on the bottom, and that's what locks it into place. And then here's our stopper. It's what we're going to use to press the coffee down into the mug. And we're going to be able to see that in real time. I've got 2 mugs here so I can wash one out and have another one clean because I don't want it to taint the coffee. I have a 7-gram little scoop that I'm going to be using to get the coffee out of here in most cases, if I can get it down in there. If not, I may just pour it, but I'll probably use this. This is just a stir so that when you get your maximum amount of coffee that you want, you just kind of stir the water to get it all together, get it all encompassed, and then it just sinks it right down in, and then you just press it. And we'll go over that right now. Actually, we'll do that. You can't reuse these paper ones. Once they're used, you pretty much throw them away. So they don't have that. I mean, I've been drinking coffee for a long time, and about 5 or 6 years ago, this was full. So that's how much I've used. There are quite a few little pieces of paper in there. So, all right, I have not opened these up. They have been sealed from the factory. And this will be the first time I'm opening them up and smelling them. So this is the Shark Bite. I am excited. I am excited to drink 5 cups of coffee today. So we're going to open her up. We're going to let it breathe for a second. That's the top. We don't need that. Let's see. We're going to get a smell. It's supposed to be a spiced buttered rum. Now the aroma coming off the coffee can be different than what it tastes like. I mean, generally, because you have the coffee. It's the coffee basically. Look into the void. Look into the void. But yeah, I mean, coffee has a smell. Medium roast, dark roast, light roast, all varying degrees of smell, of concentration of coffee. And this is the medium. They're all medium. Oh, wait. There's a little spice in it. Be honest, it just smells really salty. It smells kind of salty, not really salty, not like bacon, not like the maple bacon that we had in the last video, which was delicious, and it just came off of that aroma. There's a sweet scent to it, but I don't have spiced buttered rum. But we're going to find out here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the 7-gram scoop. I'm going to put it in here. It doesn't look like a lot, but we're not drinking a lot because I don't want to have a heart attack today, if you don't mind. I've got a cup of it's a cup of water here. A little under a cup. Basically a cup of water. I've got a cup of water here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get it excited. The coffee videos I've seen out there are so funny. They've got this really fun spouted tea kettle, and they're like, do 3 concentric circles outwards, and then do 3 more inwards with so many ounces of water. And then when you get to the end of the water, do 5 out. I'm like, what? I mean, I understand blooming because, you get the coffee saturated with the water. Basically, blooming is just making the coffee grounds fat with the water, is all that is. It's a pretty way to say fat coffee grounds. So we're just going to take this and we're going to do it the rest of the way here. There's about a cup of water there. And we're going to watch it go for a little bit. I'm going to give it a stir because there's not a lot of coffee in there. Personally, I filled the little plastic thingy up at the bottom. This did not fill it up. But then again, I'm not using a lot of water. I guess the biggest problem I have with this kind of thing is how stuff just passes through rather quickly. So I'm going to take my press. I'm at least going to show you how this goes. And I'm going to push. And you're going to hear a hiss. and then you're going to want to stop before you get to the coffee part, because you don't want to press any of that bitterness out. You just want the essence of what's supposed to be there. And as you can kind of see here, we've got ourselves a really nice color here. The light's up here. I'm kind of shining underneath the light. Yeah, it's a very pretty color for a coffee. It's a medium roast, so all right. Moment of truth. That's pleasant. I can smell a little bit of the butter and a little bit of the buttered rum. Now I'm not getting any spices, but it is pleasant. There's a very pleasant smell to it. All right, cup number 1. Oh boy. Yeah. Okay, so I mean, spice buttered rum is basically how I would describe that. The coffee is going to be ever present. You're going to get coffee regardless. This is not going to change coffee. What it's going to do is it's going to enhance it with different flavors. So basically, they've enhanced this with a buttered rum flavor, and it's just you get the sweetness at the front, and then you kind of get the bitterness of the coffee at the back of your tongue. But at the front, you get the buttered rum flavor. The spices kind of hit all the way around the sides of the tongue. Now, I'm not going to say it tastes like a Werther's, because like I said, none of these are sweet. They're all, they're just coffee with, enhancements. And I will say that this is probably the best normal one I've had from Bones Coffee Company. Now, normal would be that salted caramel one that they had, which was nice. The abnormal ones were maple bacon, which was absolutely wonderful. This is not better than maple bacon. The chocolate orange one, this is not better than the chocolate orange one. This is a great, I want to break into flavored coffees, but I don't want to go so far as to drink a key lime pie. This is a great starter coffee, this Shark Bite is. And I enjoy it. I'm glad that this is one of the ones I picked. Yeah, that's really nice. I really like that. So I've got my tea kettle. It's all set and hot and ready to go, and I'm going to start pouring cups, and I'll see you in the next episode.